Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am excited for kind of a weird reason. So I am doing, you'll see at the end kind of why I'm excited. So I'm going to be doing a review of the new Milani Screen Queen Natural Finish Foundation. I have the shade 150 Cool Shell. I have used this in a first impression video. It is live on my channel. You can see me applying this foundation. This is probably my 5th or 6th time using this foundation today. And this retails for $13.99. I picked mine up at Ulta Beauty, and I was actually able to buy mine in store. So this claims to be a luminous natural skin finish, buildable, light to medium coverage, and long wearing. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I don't like this foundation. Granted, it's not the worst foundation I've ever used, but it's definitely not in my top, even middle range. I think it's on the bottom end of the middle. I would maybe give this like 2.5 stars out of 5. I really did not enjoy this. For one, I feel like I don't feel like this is a medium, so I don't feel like you can actually get this to like a medium coverage at all. I feel like it stays pretty lightweight coverage wise. I have BB creams that have better coverage than this. I also don't like that I feel like I have to use about 4 pumps of this to even like do my whole face, which seems like a lot for a light coverage type of foundation. I feel like at most like 2 pumps should be enough to do my whole face, but it's really not. I have used this with both a sponge, which is my preferred way of wearing foundation, with a sponge, and with a brush. I think in the first impression I used it with a brush because by that point I had already used it with a sponge several times. I have used, I think, 3 different types of primers with this. I used a more gripping primer. I used the Milk Hydro Grip. I didn't like it then. I felt like it sunk into my pores, which I don't generally have an issue with that. And I just didn't feel like it looked that great. It kind of like was pulling up as I was putting it on. It was really weird. And so after that, I did try my favorite primer, which is the Too Faced Peachy Matte Primer, and the same kind of thing happened. I didn't really feel like it looked that good. Again, it was sinking into my pores. The coverage isn't that great, and then it like is cakey. I will put some close-up pictures for you guys, like around my nose already. I just applied this, and it looks so bad. I know in like the video I talked about, it almost looked like giraffe, like, I don't know. The way it was just like really splotchy in this area in particular just looked really weird. And I've always just, even looking down at this now, it just doesn't look natural at all. It looks like I have makeup on, and it looks heavy, but it has not very good coverage. Some of the things I do like about this is I do like that it has a pump. The pump works really nicely. And I do like the idea behind this because the whole concept behind this is to help filter out blue light from sitting in front of a computer. Just because we are in this day and age, we're in front of our phones a lot, we're in front of our computers a lot, and this is supposed to help filter out some of that harmful blue light. I do have like blue light glasses that I occasionally wear, but I don't know how you can really tell or gauge on a foundation if it's actually meeting what it's saying. So I don't really know how to go about judging the foundation based on that, because I have no way of measuring how much blue light is still getting through to my skin. So for that, I don't really, it seems kind of gimmicky just because you could say whatever and no one can prove you wrong kind of deal. Or at least I definitely can't prove you wrong. So that's one thing that I just think is a little bit odd. I think they're just kind of like playing on this hype of like filtering out blue light. I've seen some other companies are doing things similar to this, and again, I just don't understand the science behind it or how you can prove that it's actually doing what you say it's doing. But I do think some positives, this does have a pretty good shade selection. I think there's over 40 shades. I was able to see them mostly in store, I believe. I was just there last night and I looked at this display again, and they did still have pretty much the whole setup out, so that was really cool. But yeah, I definitely would not recommend this. Maybe if you have, I don't know, because I felt like when I put this on, I was going to say maybe dry skin, but I think this stuck to dry patches and I don't have dry skin. So that was weird to me. As I was applying it, it was like just sticking in weird parts of my skin. I will say today is probably the best it has looked. And I used a more, so I showered, did all of my skincare this morning, and then came in my makeup room to film around 12. And I put on the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, which is like very moisturizing. And I will say this looks the best with that primer so far. But on a whole, I still just don't think this is that great of a product. I wouldn't waste $14 on it again. I'm very happy. Why I'm excited is I never have to use this again. I don't know if I'll keep this. I don't have a lot of people in my life who are as like pale as I am, so I don't really think I can pass this on to anybody. And honestly, I don't think it would look that great on many skin types. Because I have oily skin and it didn't work for me because it was too drying, it felt like. It just stuck in weird spots. So I don't know that I would try this if you had dry skin, because I could just see this caking to any little dry patch that you do have. So I would probably just stay away from this. As far as the long wearing aspect of it, I don't think it's like any better than any other foundation that I have. I don't know that it's necessarily worse. It's just one of those things, it looks bad from the time I put it on. So like, I don't care really how long it lasts because it looked bad at the very beginning. It's not like something that looked okay for like 10 hours and then started to fade. This was like from the hour I put it on onward, this doesn't look that good. It does fade on me a little bit, kind of in my nose area, just in this area in general. I touch my face a lot, so I'm sure that has something to do with it rubbing off. My face, I did set my face. It doesn't feel overly tacky or anything, so it is able to be set down, but at the same time, it doesn't look good enough to warrant wanting to wear this again. I had to film another video and I had to use this because I was still at that point trying to get my review going, and I dreaded filming that video because I didn't want to have to use this foundation that much. So I'm either going to return this to Ulta, or I will probably just pass it on to someone if someone thinks they're interested in it. That I know personally, I will just let them have it because I just don't think it's that great. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the new Milani Scream Queen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is kind of a quicker video for me, or at least compared to my last two videos. But let me know if you guys like these one product reviews, because I think moving forward I might do like quicker, like 5 or 10 products in a review and like post all of that. It would be a little bit longer, but it would focus on more products. But let me know if you guys like these videos, and if you found this video helpful, please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know if you liked this foundation, because I could be completely wrong. This is my personal preference. I did not like this with my experience of this, and we all have difference of opinions. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks. Bye.